that's what that was.
Okay. And that all got resolved, right?
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, as far as I'm knowing, he sent the body back. I don't know if he sent it, if he cremated it. I don't know where the body got cremated. I just stopped following it after. You know what I mean?
Okay. Another question, and this is actually a really good question. Another question that's been submitted by one of the fans was, okay, let me stop right there, Jackie, for 1 second. Y'all, I cannot answer you on my phone right now. So whoever is blowing my phone up like they're crazy, please stop, because I can't look at it and it's bleeding through the speaker. Thank you. Sorry about that. Back to you. One of the questions that I'm getting is, what impact do you think this will have on the hip-hop community? Because you know how we are, as a community, about, how you said, lifestyle choices. What impact do you think that would have, him being as famous as he was, and legitimately, if this is true what you're saying, being one of the first...
okay, it's like this, right? I think people are being really ridiculous, number one, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I get, comments on the coming in from my site, like, he was such a dope MC, I can't believe he was living an alternative lifestyle, you know?
Wow.
Like, it's crazy, you know? It's really silly. I don't want to, I can give you, some examples. Luther Vandross was gay, but, he kept that to himself, you know? And I think, when you look at stuff like we see in hip-hop recently, hip-hop is just going crazy with it, you know? And if you really look, you can see it.
Would you care to elaborate on that?
It's crazy in hip-hop. You got guys like Prince and Michael Jackson and all these guys back in the day who people would say, oh, they're kind of girlish and this and that. But these guys were never kissing. Or you can't find stuff on them on YouTube with them kissing.
Ooh, that's naming names without naming names.
You know what I'm saying?
If people don't know who you're talking about right now, look it up.
So you can't you can't look at the dudes from the 80s and all, they're quick to say, oh, Michael was wearing makeup and Prince is this and that, you know. But I want you to show me him kissing another dude.
Nope.
Okay? Now let's go back to hip hop, you know? Mm-hmm. It's a dude thing. You know? 10 guys in a cypher. You know? I could...
Oh, you gonna take me down?
Wow.
Every wannabe lyricist, everybody who's sitting by their computer or their freaking radio right now is blown away by that. And you know they are. Wow.
There's things we could get into that I'm not just even trying to go there. I'm just saying, you got eyes, use it. You know what I'm saying? And that's that. I never knew Guru had an alternative lifestyle until, as I said, till I was booking shows, you know? Mm-hmm. And it came to my attention of how these two guys were getting down as an act, you know? It was easy for me to read that the only way this guy had the power over Guru, they had to been in some sort of a relationship, you know?
Okay.
That's
but
it.
But was this ever confirmed information to you is what I'm
I
getting?
don't really, those type of things are never really confirmed. Ricky Martin never confirmed he was gay until last 2 weeks ago, and he was married with 2 kids. You know, but yeah, when you look at Ricky Martin's videos, if unless you're blind, you can't see it. Come on.
Hey, all right. I looked at Ricky Martin's videos and
You didn't see it, right?
I didn't want to see that.
Okay. But you see, I saw that.
Well,
and I chuckled years ago when he was living La Vida Loca. That had...
listen, Jackie. Girls like me look at that, all right, and think, "Hey, my skin
again,
is the color of mocha." That song could have been about me.
But then again, Sky, most of the women go to male strip clubs, and most of the dudes in the male strip clubs ain't really there for you. They're there to get your money, but at the end of the night, they really living that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Ricky Martin's no different than a male stripper.
Clean that up. Clean it up.
But you know what I mean. An exotic dancer or whatever.
No, I'm not even talking about that.
You want me?
He's talented. Don't say that.
I never said he wasn't talented. I never said he wasn't talented. I'm just saying you can see in between lines what he wanted, what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? It's in between lines. I'm not saying Guru gave you any of these type of things in between lines, because he didn't. You know, the only reason I saw it is because I was behind the scenes booking shows.
Okay.
You know, so the person listening to the records or watching the videos and stuff, or going to the shows, they wouldn't see it because, you know, it wasn't visible.
Apparent. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But, you know, I'm doing things, you know, in show business behind closed doors, so I'm seeing things. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to bring that to the forefront unless I had to, and I had to because Solar made such a move on the chessboard that we had to go there.
Okay. So here's a really good question. This is interesting to me. I wonder where the motivation from this came from. It says, please describe Guru in 10 words or less.
I mean, dope MC, legend. He's fly, you know. He dressed fly. You know what I'm saying? Intelligent. And funny. He has a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
If you knew me, he had a great sense of humor. It grew like to laugh a lot, you know?
Okay.
And I mean, that's what I can just say off the top. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Nothing negative at all. And I don't want anyone to think that my piece was negative. It wasn't negative. It was just things that just had to be said to protect his belongings.
Okay. 2 last ones, and then I know you have a life, and it is Saturday, and I know you're ready to do something other than this.
No, it's cool. We can go on. I ain't tripping.
Another question was, what impact, and this is sort of, I think we may have sort of touched on this already, but what impact do you feel this will have on hip-hop going forward?
I mean, like, I think dudes gotta, you know, not only just hip-hop, musicians in a whole gotta look at their art form. You know, we're not here forever, so we gotta make sure that things that we do, you know, gets passed on to our relatives or proper hands that we want it to. So, you know,
protect yourself with your assets in case something happens.
Yeah, you got to, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, make sure that, you know, to have someone fighting for you, so when you check out, like, you know, you got someone like, you know, that's protecting your interests, like people are protecting Michael Jackson's interests, you know?
True.
So
okay, now there,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's one I have for you, because I saw the other night, I saw all of a sudden your name, and it was like all this stuff coming up, and I looked, and I was supposed to be paying attention to the friend I was on the phone with. Girl, I'm sorry. I know you were trying to tell me about your no good man, and I was halfway paying attention, and I know you know this, and I'm going to apologize on national TV. Yeah, I'm on national TV. You see me? National radio show. For it, because I had Twitter up, and let me just say this. I'm not a big, like, Twitter person. I'm not a big fan of it. They made me get on this thing.
Okay.
But I was halfway looking at it and halfway listening to this story. It was a very interesting story, though. Don't get me wrong. And I kept seeing your name pop up, and I don't know what it was that drew me to it, but I just really started paying attention to everything you were saying. And then the one that got me, that made me respond to you, was, was it wrong when they did this to Michael Jackson on the day he died? And I said to you, what? Yes, 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 it was. What do you think about people saying, couldn't you have given us some